I'm going to record an analysis of an image I've been using in my EDU 764 e-learning practicum class at UW-Stout. It's one of the first things that students see in the overview, and it's an attempt to explain a complex course design to students who are coming into the practicum. Now, this is the image that I want to look at, and in reviewing this image, I've come to a couple of conclusions. One, I am using this Venn diagram, which is produced by Photos for Class and comes with an attribution, to try to show the interrelationship between the three component parts of the practicum. I'm also attempting to use the sizing of the font here to show what the emphasis or importance of each component is. And in looking at this, I realized that if I'm using a rank ordered list here, 1, 2, 3 list, um, I should have the first item be the most important item, which would be the internship. The second item would be the practicum, and the third item would be the D2L boot camp training to allow interns to get more familiar with the D2L course management system. Consequently, in terms of just universal design for learning, and analyzing this for accessibility has pointed out to me something that I need to change, which is this order of reference. So looking at that as one change I'm going to make, I'm going to document that before I go ahead and make the changes. Let's take a look too at the image itself. Now, in order to see what existing alternative text I have in the image, and I will tell you it's pretty much what this tooltip is, um, I'll show you the code. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I plan to do in changing the alternative information. Okay, so let's take a look at the code. And the code we'll find here describing this image right here. Okay, and we can see that it says alt Venn diagram intersection of relationship of internship with practicum and D2L boot camp. I don't think that's a very accurate or telling bit of alt text. I need to talk about the emphasis and the relationship between them and balance it. But what also struck me when I began to analyze this is that I didn't include any of the reference citation for the image that's clearly visible if you look at the image, but it's not there in the alternative text. So my plan is to more succinctly and accurately describe the meaning of the image so that students understand that the internship is the most important component of the practicum, then the practicum community class is the second most important, and then finally the D2L self-paced training is the important but the least important of those three components, and then go on to cite in the alternative text the origin of the diagram, which is photos for class. And I think I'm just going to basically copy the citation into the alternative text. And hopefully that will make a subtle but meaningful improvement to this first overview image and text that students see in my class. After I make the changes, I will record the rest of this document in order to share with you my thinking and show you what I've come up with. Okay, I'll return to the newly edited page. You can see that I've changed the order of presentation to the most important element in the practicum coming first, and the second one second, and so forth and so on. Also, I've altered the alt text back here, so we'll take a look at that next. Well, here we have the alt text, and it is significantly larger and longer. Okay, it now reads Venn diagram depicting the three major components of EDUC 764, the e-learning practicum. The internship is at the center of the image. The practicum community helps support the internship. The D2L bootcamp provides self-paced instruction, it should read, not instructor, I'll have to edit that, to the intern focused on basic D2L skills needed to teach in the CMS. The image is cited by 6 Set Edwards-Venn Ideogram by Iteriot and by Dullhunk attribution, non-commercial, share alike, Creative Commons, photo attribution by photos for class. Now I've left the title as it was, Venn diagram intersection of internship with practicum and D2L bootcamp, because that's not alternative text. The alternative text is what I'm writing so that it can be used by JAWS or any other alternative technologies. My questions, I have some questions here. I'm thinking that I might want to change the title, the HTML title. And my thought is, my question to the group is does the change of the title in HTML improve accessibility in any way? I'm not sure if a reader would pick up on that. And I wanted to also look a little bit at my decision not to include the web link to the HTML here, because that web link really doesn't contribute much to the conceptual understanding that I'm trying to push with this document. So there we have it. That's the change behind the image and the UDL-oriented redesign of the content, triggered by the thinking that was involved in looking at the accessibility. Thank you. It's been enjoyable, and I'm glad I had a chance to do this.